Hello po mga kababayan, kamusta po kayong lahat? And once again, welcome back to another episode of Simply Talkies Vlog. Pag-usapan natin mga kababayan ay ito pong si Pusit, no? Another one, continuation lang po ito ng ating mga previous vlog. Mostly yung doon po sa pag hindi niya panunumpa, no? Yung pag-take niya ng oath para isang resource person or witness sa hearing po, yung good governance ba yun, no? Yung kay Manila 3rd District Representative Joel Chua. Siya po kasi ang committee chairman doon, no? Mukhang kine-question po ni BP Pusit, yung nakalagay sa rules. At nandun pa yung mga kanyang K9, nagdala ng backup, yung mga oldies na mga tanga at gago na mga K9 ng Duterte, si Gloria at si Marcoleta. No, nakita niyo naman yung kasalaulaan niya. Tingnan niyo po yung larawan na yan, no? Yung mga COA auditors, I believe those are COA auditors, they raises their hands without questions. Because they want to follow and they want to set an example. That we are good citizen. That we have nothing to hide. We are here as a resource person or witness, but we will tell the truth. Pero si Tamimel, tingnan nyo, taas noong gago. Sa palagay nyo, hindi naman po yan 100% Pinoy. Bakit nyo ginawang Vice President? Hindi 100% Pinoy yan. Nanay niyan, German. Tatay niya si Digong, 1/4 Pinoy, half Pinoy, half Inchik. Ano si Duterteng Sara, Pusit? 1/4 Inchik, 1/4 Pinoy, 50% German. Sprakanite yan. Hindi naman po lahat ng German, Diba? Kita nyo, ang kanyang kayabangan, ang kanyang kawalang hiyan, ang pinakita niyang pagiging bastos, at in-enable pa ng 2 bastos na matatanda, imbis na maging example sila ng babaeng ito na marunong, dapat matutong gumalang, no? Sa mga house rules and policies, kine-question niya, resource person na ako, hindi ako natabi lang sa libro nyo, witness lang ang makapanumpa. Alam nyo kung ako dyan, sige, manumpa tayo, we'll start. Kung ako kay Chairman Chua, however, before we start the interpolation of anyone to our resource speakers or invited witnesses, I am respectfully requesting the Vice President to step out of the room. Why? You did not take an oath. You did question the House rules of this committee. So therefore, you will not answer our question and you don't have any accountability for that answer questions. We don't need you here, so you better step up. If you don't want to take your oath, and you are completely defying us and disrespecting us, you better get out of this room. That's it. Pag nagsagot pa siya, sasabi, kung ako kay Joel Chua, out of respect to the Vice President, I don't need anything from you now. Because you don't have any accountability because you did not do your oath. I respectfully ask you to get out of this room. Your services is not needed. Since binastos niya kayo Sa simula't simula pa lang ito, this is a well-planned game of Duterte, Arroyo, and Marcoleta. Why? Kasi nung kine-question niya to, biglang sumikit si Gloria. Meron na silang dala ng mga sabing ganito daw sa Senado with the late kay Madam Miriam Defensor. Diba? Kung hindi yan, kung hindi sila prepared, hindi magsasalita si Gloria. Hahayaan niya si Tamilmil. Hindi. Planado. Planado na pahiyain ang komite na ginamitan niya ng pamamiloso po at kayabangan. Akala niya nakapunto siya? Hindi po. Nakita lang ng madlang people na talagang patunay na 1,000% na ang inyong BP ay Bratinela. Mangarap kang manalo ka sa 2028. Nasabi ko sa inyo, ustahan tayo, unang-una, dilaw ang titira dyan. Dilaw ang titira dyan. Ang propaganda ng Dilaw, pag lumaban siya bilang pagka-presidente, magbubuhos ng pera para hindi manalo yan. Sinasabi ko sa inyo. Dilaw pa lang yan. Ang mga Marcos supporters and loyalists na ginago nila ni Amy. Malamang siguro yung mga bataan lang ni Amy, pero mostly the loyalists and supporters. Ako'y kakandidato ko yan na against. Huwag niyong iboto yan. Babalik ulit kayo sa EJK at yung mga pagtatakip ng mga kasalanan. Kayabangan dito na lang Hindi siya marunong rumispeto So dapat hindi rin siya dapat irespeto. Kung ako lang yan kay Joel Chua, delituran ko siya. You are in my committee right now. You are in my hearing and you are a resource person. I am only respecting you because you are the BP. Other than that, you have to abide with the rules of my committee. If you cannot do that, you are gladly requested to step out on this hearing. Di ba? Dapat ginanon nyo siya. Kaso sobra kayong respeto Kayo nga, hindi niya nire-respeto. Tingnan nyo, siya binigyan ng respect and courtesy. Pero siya, hindi siya marunong magbigay ng respeto at kortesiya. Now, kung meron kayong talagang paninindigan at prinsipyo, kung ano lang yung binigay nyong pondo para sa kanya na 733, pagdating sa BICAM o sa plenary, doon lang kayo. Stick your gun to that amount. Yeah. No. Kung ako kay Elizalde ko, bubrasuhin ka ni Jinggoy, sabi mo no. Iris what iris. Kung babaguhin nyo ang budget, then hindi kami pipirma. I-hostage namin ang budget. So, okay, what? Lahat tayo, walang budget. We will not move forward. Pag in-insist ni Presidente, sabi nyo rin, no, Mr. President. Your BP is disrespectful. Your BP is an arrogant. Your BP thinks she is mightier than you. No. You have to teach her a lesson. Diba? Tama, mali. Bastos po O ngayon, ano ito Ano ang sabi diyan sa politiko? Diba? Pero bago po tayong magpatuloy, tayo po ay magbibigay pugay at pasalamat sa lahat ng ating channel members, followers, subscribers, nag-like at nagsishare ng ating mga video, sa mga nagbi-video replay, nagsishare ng kanilang blessings, at yung mga nakakasama nating regular sa ating video premiere at live streaming. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, sa mga OFWs, sa mga men and women in a uniform. Maraming salamat po sa inyo at patuloy po nating ipagdasal ang ating bansa at ang ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. At kay Doc Willie, sa lahat po ng may mga sa mga cancer patients, naway pagpalain kayo ng may kapal, hipuin ng may kapal ang inyong mga katawan at basbasan ng mga gamot na inyong tinitake, na sana po ay kahit papano maibsan ang inyong mga pain, no, na nararamdaman sa inyong katawan, at naway gumaling po kayo, no? Okay, may God bless us all. Ito na po sa politiko. Sabi ng mga mambabatas, what's there to hide? Ano ang tinatago? Lawmakers, Islam, Sara Duterte's refusal to take an oath. Di ba mukhang gago lang, no? Feeling niya nagwagi siya. Karumal-dumal po yan. Mga kabataan, huwag niyo pong gagawin yan, ha? 3 members of the House of Representatives criticized Pusit for refusing to take an oath to tell the truth during a congressional probe into alleged irregularities in the use of funds by the OBP and the DepEd. Alam niya mali talaga ginawa niya. Zambales Representative J. Kong Hun, Batangas Representative Jerbil Luristro, and Kabataan, si Manuel, underscore the importance of accountability. Bakit hindi nyo siya binira? Nandun ba siya nung pumasok tong mga to? Kasi po, to be honest with you mga kababayan, hindi ko pinanood kasi I was so pissed. No? Ayaw ko lang mabasag yung iPad Mahal Di ba, Miyu? Hindi pa ako binibigyan ni Miyu ng pambili. In the use of public funds. Kong Hun stressed that taking the oath is not just a legal requirement but a fundamental act of transparency and accountability for public officials. Taking the oath is not just a legal formality. It is a commitment to honesty. Any refusal to do so undermines trust in public statements. Correct. Refusing to testify under oath sends a signal that there is something to avoid. Correct ka dyan. Kong Hun said Duterte's refusal puts doubt on her character. Oo, talagang fishy. Yang kanyang magandang muka, yung sinasabi niyong magandang muka, ganyan din po ang muka ni Lucifer. Tama po yun. Lucifer is a very beautiful angel. Pero on behind that beautiful face is what? Di ba? If there's nothing to conceal, why not take the oath? It is the basic act of accountability that all public officials must be willing to undertake, sabi ni Kong Hoon. Luistro said Duterte's refusal to take an oath is an affirmation of her stand, her position during the budget briefing of the OBP. When the resource speaker does not take her oath, then it follows that whatever statement she will provide, we call it could not hold any water. Correct. Walang accountability. Manuel also expresses the appointment with Duterte's action. Gusto niya munang i-manifest na sobrang disappointed po tayo. We took the time for this committee at imbitahan ng OBP, pero yun nga po, nalaman natin na hindi nag-take ng oath. At bago tayo makapagtanong para din madinig ng nakaupong Vice Presidente, umalis na rin po. O, di ba takot? Takot! Ibig sabihin, nung mga nagsalita itong mga to, nung dumating sila, nakita niya, ito na naman itong Makabayan Black, si Luistro, patay ako dito. Umalis! Duwag! Ayun! Siguro may signal, pag dumating na Makabayan, takbo ka na. Alam pala yung mga kababayan, yan ang gusto nyong iyo pong presidente. Ewan yung mga former president nga po, Mr. Chair, like former President Ramos or Estrada, Noynoy Aquino ay dumalo nung imbitahan din sila ng mga legislative inquiry at nag-take po sila ng oath. Tama naman! Manuel urged the Filipino to judge kung ano ba talaga ang performance ng niluklok nilang mga opisyal sa pamahalaan. O parang ikaw din, Manuel. Doon, di ba? Gusto mo i-judge kita. Ano yung pinagsisigaw mo doon sa isang rally ninyo nung sumalangit nawa si Kaper si Lapid? Pinagbintangan mo ang Pangulong Marcos. O, di ba? Ano ka? 'Di ba? Ikaw nga hindi naman in defense of Sara Duterte. Kaya nga ano ang performance? Kaya tumigil ka, Manuel, kasi mahuli ka Ha? 'Di ba? Binanatan mo ang Pangulong Marcos namin na siya ang nagpapatay ng mga journalist pero wala kang ebidensya. Ano ka? Ayun lang naman ang ibabanat ko kay Manuel. Okay? Kasi binanatan mo ang Pangulo namin dati, 'di ba? Bawi-bawi din. Nakita nyo? Nagsalita yun. Lalo na si Luistro. It doesn't hold water. Meaning, there's no accountability. Tinakasan niya pala Takas ka pala ano pa sabi dito ni Gutierrez? Si One Rider Party List Gutierrez, Politico. COA flags misuse of OBP confidential funds in 2023. Pinlag ka na ng COA. Talagang ang dami. One Rider Party List Representative Raj Gutierrez said COA findings are similar to the questions raised in OBP's utilization of 125 million confidential funds. Gutierrez noted that COA issued an audit observation memorandum, yung AOM. Iba po to sa disallowance. Itong audit observation, meaning may nakita lang po sila. It's awaiting yung mga kaukalang resibo kung tama. After all those collating all those documents na kailangan, itong OEM pwedeng sabing okay na or disallowance. Doon po papasok yan. No? Ang disallowance talaga, it's na yan final na yan Pinababalik na nga 'Di ba? Pero sabi nila, inaapila nila. Ano pa iaapila mo? Inihinga ka na nga ng resibo, hindi ka makapagbalabas ng resibo. Baka hindi pa tapos sa rekto. Ginagawan pa ng paraan, 'di ba? The OBP CIF for 2023 reflects the same deficiencies as those highlighted in the 2022. May CIF pa rin siya ng 2023, indicating a troubling lack of accountability and transparency in handling these funds. This is public money, not a personal slush fund. Correct. Repeated, templated reporting without detailed justification only raises suspicion of misuse. Di ba nga, yung sinasabi sa DepEd, ito na i-vlog ko meron doong findings sila doon sa pagpapagawa niya ng eskwelahan. Sabi nga doon falsified documents saka mga gawang report. Falsification. Nandoon po yun At yung mga funds improperly misuse. Ano pa? Ayan nga gawa. Kaya sabi ni Gutierrez, repeated, template reporting, yun na lang lagay, naka-template na wala talagang accountability, hindi marunong, Gutierrez said the COA report raises concern on whether these funds are truly being used as intended or merely being spent without proper oversight. This repeated pattern opens the door for further audit scrutiny, and it's only a matter of time before COA issues a formal notice of disallowance for the 375 million 2023 budget. O tingnan nyo, after kasi ng OEM, pag wala talagang mai-submit na documentary evidence yan, pupunta na yan sa notice of disallowance. Ipababalik yan. Ibig sabihin, may ginawa kang mali. Ha? According to COA, the OBP utilized a total of 375 million worth of confidential funds in the first quarters of 2023. The 125 million allocated for the last quarter of 2023 was not used. O, kita nyo yan? Ay, grabe. Ay, ang dami nito. Most telling is the notice of disallowance. We know the 73 million was flagged and it was confirmed kanina na we have issues with the second batch. Yung 500 million confidential funds, that is something we have to look into. Apparently, out of the 500 million, if you recall, yung 125 million hindi na na-claim for the last quarter. So about 300 million remains and meron din palang OEM for that million. Saan pinunta tong mga pera na to, no? Oh, so ang daming sinabi diyan ni Gutierrez, no? Ngayon, ano lang ang sabi niya, mga kababayan, ha? Sabi niya sa politiko, we have not done anything wrong. Wala daw po silang ginawang mali. Sara Duterte denies misuse of public funds. Eh ano yung disallowance ng COA? Ano yung perang pinababalik sa'yo sa DepEd na 12.3 billion pesos? Hindi daw na misuse. Really? Ano pa yung mga pagkain na bulok ng mga bata? Hindi ba misuse yun? Maling paggamit? Ang dami mga kababayan sa laptop, procurement mo. Tapos ang gusto mo, pondohan yung booklet mo, yung basura mong libro. Ay puta. Hindi mo nga mapaliwanag kanina eh. Tinakbuhan mo nga no, nakita mo si Manuel eh. Bago nakapagtanong, wala ka na eh. Naghari Houdini ka na eh. Diba? Magician ka pala eh. Anong sinuot mo? Yung Cloak of Invincibility ni Harry Potter? Diba? Ayan, sabi niya, simply because we have not done anything wrong. There is no misuse of funds. If there are audit findings, we shall gladly respond to them for the Commission on Audit. And if there are legitimate cases to be filed, then we shall gladly respond to them before the appropriate... Oh, yun na naman tayo. Appropriate courts daw. Appropriate courts. Lahat sila dyan. Parang si Roque. Kita tayo sa korte. Duterte who refused to take a threat said he took notice of opening speeches. Yan lang yan. What we are witnessing now is no ordinary legislative inquiry. Hindi daw ordinaryong legislative inquiry. This exercise is a well-funded and coordinated. O yun na naman, imbis na nandun siya para sagutin yung mga tanong, inunahan niya na well-funded and coordinated political attack. This much is evident from the very words of the privilege speech that prompted this inquiry. O ayun, sino ba nagbigay ng privilege speech? Hindi naman si speaker, kundi si Valeriano. A speech that simply meant to say, do not vote for Sara in... Ay, grabe, naging political, mga kababayan. Antibay mo. Ano naman ang sagot doon ng mga... Anong sinabi ng mga mambabata sa attacking ito? Sa kanila? Natahimik ba kayo? Kinontra nyo ba siya? Kung ako dyan, sasagutin ko, point of order, Honorable BP. Is that your opening statement? If that is your opening statement, can you tell us if you will answer the questions that we will ask you, since you did not take your oath? If not, kung ako yung chairman, I will respectfully ask you to step out of this committee. You are not needed because you are so arrogant, you are disrespectful, and you are telling us the same narrative you have told during your budget hearing. And we don't need that. Nobody is attacking you but you by yourself alone. We are here to do our mandate. If you can show us a proof that this inquiry is to attack you and well-funded, then we will gladly answer all your narrative. Kaso walang gumanon sa kanya. Kasi nire-respeto pa siya. Pero pag meron dyan yung hindi makatiis talaga, ay ako, naantay ko lang sana si Labrosas magkaroon ng ganon. Papalakpakan ko. Si Castro, papalakpakan ko. Si Manuel, kung sino man, yung makakabara sa kanya. Yung sinasabi niyang ganun. Hindi ko na po tatapusin kasi pagyayabang lang Isa lang naman ang pinupunto niya This is a well-rounded political attack and well-funded political attack. And sabi, wag iboto si Sara sa 2028. Bakit? Ang utak mo nasa 2028 na? Nasa 2024 pa nga lang kami. Advance mag-isip si Gaga, di ba? Ibig sabihin, may plano siya sa 2028. Siyang nag-iisip di ba? Binigyan mo ng idea ngayon yung mga tao. Di ba? Kung ako lang, kung meron sanang sumuplak sa kanya, sa totoo lang, yung hindi siya makakasagot at kung sasagot siya, susuplakin ko na kagad. No. You better stop there, Honorable BP. Whatever you say right now is immaterial to this hearing because you did not take your oath. What I'm asking you right now as a chairman of this committee is to respectfully for you to get out of my committee on this hearing. You are not needed. And you can bring your attack dogs with you anyway. Bring your taes along with you. Ganun lang. Since binabarubal mo kami, winawalang hiya mo kami, you did not show respect and courtesy to us. Should we give you respect and courtesy also? Hindi nga reciprocated yung courtesy at respeto namin na binibigay sa'yo. You keep attacking us, tapos kami pa ang babaliktarin mo? No way. I will not allow that on my committee, on my hearing. This is my hearing and not yours. It's not all about you. Di ba sinabihan siya ni Hontiveros niyan? Tama, mali. Kayo po, mga kababayan, kung kayo ang nandun, kayo ang committee chairman, will you allow that? Na bastusin yung committee hearing mo? I will not allow that. It will not sit well with me. I will also speak my mind. Hindi pwedeng hindi ako bumawi. Sabihan mo ako As long as you are there, you will hear it from me. Hindi pwedeng ikaw lang. Hindi pwedeng ikaw lang ang magaling. Dahil unang-una, resource person ka. Right now, I am more higher than you kung pag-uusapan na lang yan. Nandito ka, hindi bilang BP. Nandito ka bilang isang resource person. And I am the committee chairman. You should respect my committee. You should respect my hearing. Kung ako lang talaga kay Joel Chua, kung maldita siya, edi maldito rin ako. Is that what you're saying as? A political attack? It's all about you again, right? Here is the same narrative with your statement in the Senate and in the lower house on your budget hearing. Right? Okay. If that is the same narrative, I will respectfully ask you to leave this hearing. We will proceed without you and take also your taes with you. We don't need them. We will go over this, itong hearing na ito without you and your minions. Right now, you are the resource person. I am giving you a respect and courtesy because you are the BP. But now, you're not giving us a respect. You did not even take your oath. So whatever you say, you're not accountable for that. You are a coward. And right now, I don't need you on my hearing. Get out. Gaganunin ko yan. Babagsakan ko siya ng gravel. Bang! 1 minute suspension. Let her leave. Magreklamo siya. Kung magsalita siya, I don't need anything from you. I don't wanna hear from you. I respectfully ask you to get out of my hearing. Pahiyain nyo rin siya para malaman niya. Magdakdak siya sa media. Pero nalaman din ng taong bayan that you will not take her, yung mga atake niya sa inyo. Huwag kayong mag-bow down sa kanya. Ganun lang yan. Matigas siya, hindi magmatigas din kayo. Di ba? Sino ba siya? BP lang siya. Di ba? Dami-dami nyo dyan, wala man lang kumontra sa kanyang gano'n. Pambihira naman. Di ba? Tagalogin nyo. Pwede naman, di ba? O, kayo po, ano pong yung masasabi? Comment down below and don't forget to like and share. Hope to see you on next videos. Bye-bye. God bless.